To Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Hakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. I'm gonna go ahead and play this little clip right here. Show you how Esau did, what they did to us as a nation.
The fleas are placed inside the jar, and the lid is then sealed. They are left undisturbed for 3 days. Then, when the jar is opened, the fleas will not jump out. In fact, the fleas will never jump higher than the level set by the lid. Their behavior is now set for the rest of their lives. And when these fleas reproduce, their offspring will automatically follow their example. This is how generational trauma truly works. The fleas are placed inside the jar, and the lid is then sealed. They are left undisturbed for 3 days. Then, when the jar is opened, the fleas will not jump out. In fact, the fleas will never jump higher than the level set by the lid. Their behavior is now set for the rest of their lives. And when these fleas reproduce, their offspring will automatically follow their example. This is how generational trauma truly works.
Yep, that's how generational trauma truly works. I just let it play twice because it's a short little video or clip. And this goes to show you how Esau, pretty much played an experiment game on us. But ultimately, it was because, at the end of the day, we didn't listen to the Lord. And let me pull that out real quick. What is that? Give me a second. Yeah. This is Lamentations chapter 3, verse 42. It says, "We have transgressed and have rebelled. Thou hast not pardoned." Salaki. Thou hast not pardoned. Verse 43 says, "Thou hast covered with anger and persecuted us. Thou hast slain, thou hast not pitied. Thou hast covered thyself with a cloud that our prayers should not pass through." Exactly. So there is a point. Matter of fact, let's get another precept. Because we're bringing out why we're in this predicament that we are now. And then understand how Esau has destroyed us generation by generation. Jeremiah 15:1, it says, "Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth." You see? So going back to Lamentations 3 and 42, it's because we transgressed. Therefore he didn't pardon. Therefore he cast us out of his sight. Therefore we have generational trauma as a whole. We have, you saw when they first put the fleas in there, they could bounce out the whatever, because they have the confidence, they have the morale, this is what they know. They had an uncapped potential. Esau put a cap on our potential. Only the Lord can unlock that. Now that we have the truth that is being unlocked. But the majority of our people are just like these fleas. He no longer needs to put a cap on top of it because he has trained our people to be who they are now. And ultimately, that's according to the scriptures in Jeremiah 17 and 4. It says, "And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. And there is a way that happened. The Edomites came and destroyed us generation by generation. Really, you got to take out, if you take out one generation, the next generation is cooked. That next offspring, they're done for. Simple and plain as that. And that's where you get 2/3 from. It says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Exactly. So let's go to Psalm, the 83rd chapter. Psalm 83:3, it says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. Right. And what's one of the best ways to cut a nation off? making them making them not understand who they really are. You know, put a lie in their head, which they're going to pass down from generation to generation. And as you can see, those fleas, it says when they have their offspring, that their offspring are going to be wired to do what their parents did and not, go any further. If anything, they probably jump a little less, just like the Israelites here today. There's a proven fact that said the slave, like slavery, altered the DNA of so-called blacks because of the trauma that was put on them from generation to generation. Esau really did a number on us. Really, again, I painted the picture. It was our fault that we went off, and the Lord designated this to happen for our punishment. Okay? He designated this to happen for our punishment. But I ran into this clip and I just thought it was just exactly what us Israelites are going through. I'm going to play it one more time.
These are placed inside the jar and the lid is then sealed. They are left undisturbed for 3 days. Then, when the jar is opened, the fleas will not jump out. In fact, the fleas will never jump higher than the level set by the lid. Their behavior is now set for the rest of their lives. And when these fleas reproduce, their offspring will automatically follow their example. This is how generational trauma truly works.
You see, their offspring will automatically follow, their trauma pretty much. All right. So that's how we've been cut off from being a nation. We've been cut off from our heritage. Our generations are cooked through, but the Lord had mercy on us, and gave us this truth to where a select few can wake up, to save the rest of the nation pretty much. Ultimately that saving is going to come through Yahweh Shai because that's his job. That's what his name means. He is the deliverer. But the elect 144 have a part to play in that too. When we start creating the new generations that come, Lord willing, we be a part of that number. That's how Israel's going to get its right mind back. Right now, the minds of the people are cooked. They're toasted. No going back. They need to be toasted. So that's about all I had for this lesson. Lord willing is edified. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone of room to teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 fresh fruit. To the next time, we'll say shalom. Like always, repent for Yahweh Shai is coming back sooner than what me and you believe. All right, shalom.